to a brand new game. It just dropped for me about 2 minutes ago. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. If you know Star Trek, you know the story. They get sent to the Delta Quadrant, and you got to make your way back home, and that's what we're going to try to do with this game. So let's get right into it. So I think we'll start with survival mode. You know, just to give us a little bit. I don't anticipate getting there the first time. I'm not the greatest at these games sometimes, so I do expect to have some issues, but that'll be the fun of it too as well. So I think we'll hop into survival, and then at some point we'll try Years of Hell and see if we can do it the hard way. So let's start it in survival mode. And this just tells us we got to manage our ship, plot a course, all that good stuff. And let's
a few days back, this
hop right into
Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
all right. Well, I can tell you right now from the demo I played, they cleaned up the pictures and stuff like that, and so that's definitely something. Let's see here. It's Kim, Fresh Academy, ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. Awesome. All right. What do you expect, ma'am? All right. Just talking about. All right, off to the Badlands we go. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes a swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. All right, no other vessels. And Mr. Paris is going to help us find them. And here we go. Colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew's ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. And red alert. And we got 5 seconds. And then it's off to the Delta Quadrant. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Alright, major hull damage, transporters are offline, and casualty reports. Well, no doctor or sick bay. Let's find some deuterium. We need to fix stellar cartography. Alright, so select the question mark on the left of the screen to revisit any tutorial screen. Alright. And then we need to activate stellar cartography, lower left part of the ship. Alright, there it is. It costs 3 energy and 2 people. Let's get that done. And the Delta Quadrant we are. need to go find some deuterium. Scan points of interest, all that stuff. I'll show you that here in a second. It's pretty, yeah, this is way different map than my first one, but basically you just go on here and you can hit square to scan it. And that lets me know it has duranium, which is not what we want. Yeah, new game just came out like 10 minutes ago. Let's see, that's got duranium. We don't need duranium. Nothing to reveal there. How about you? What do you got? Alright, you've got the deuterium. Navigate your SIP to various locations. And then just the different options we'll have when we get to them. So dark green and light green are excellent. Good outcomes, higher rewards. Yellow is average, and if we get an orange and red, well, that's not good. Alright, well, let's go pick that up. Alright, we'll just take the... You know what? Let's go ahead and gamble off the bat. There we go. Alright, so let's increase our warp core. On DC? Is that what you're asking? Energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Or something with Star Trek. Alright, I can't tell, Cam, but our scanners... Oh, let's... Oh, for DC, not much. I don't think there's anything new. You know, the Joker goes for the rest of this week, and then I think you get Hugo Strange next week. And then after him's Punchline. And then they got a new artifact, a new reinforcement coming, but nothing interesting. Alright, let's try hailing him just for fun, even though we know that won't work. And then let's scan for life forms. Alright. And we know we got a couple of those out there. Alright. We got 2 duranium right here. So we'll grab those real quick. And again, that's alright. We got what we needed. Yeah, I have a hard time believing anything else. I'm with you. I don't think it's their fault. It's just with the sale and everything, and the game just not hitting. It just isn't going to be around much longer, I don't think either. I mean, I'll keep playing. I mean, I do play. I do my dailies every day, but, you know, just nowhere to go with that one. All right. All right. We do have the work teams available. We have 1. All right. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it finishes this year. I'm with you. I think they'll try to get through Supergirl maybe, and that's about it. Alright, well, before we head back to the array, let's grab this here. Alright, there we go. Alright, back to the array. Alright, away missions will look very familiar if you played Star Trek Timelines, I think. And you'll know what this looks like. Alright, let's start. That's our only options. So, Captain, middle of a cornfield. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. So we're -4 there, -4 there. What do we got next? Each of their own. So we'll just go with Paris. Ooh, failure. And then the whole fatigue system, once you use them, they need a break. You can use them again, but their skills will be diminished. Alright, so we'll use Kim for this one, since he's only a -1. Every time I argue this can't be Earth, pointing out the inconsistencies in the planet as animals, while the old man remains evasive, they sense the other. Humans and the farm itself are not real. The old man, however, seems to be the only thing that's genuine. He is confused why here any time early, as it's not their turn yet. Invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering some fresh corn cobs. Alright, you can select more than one hero. Yep, and we know that one too. So, just go, as long as these two are in order, we're good, even though he's fatigued. Critical success. There we go. Harry and Tron try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion, the back of the wall, dissolving to show a bluish, glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Well, we know who they are. And here's our first major decision. These people are the missing Marquis. Do we wake up the tattooed man, or do we wake up the Klingon? I think, well, since Chakotay is the one that we actually have a guarantee with, we'll go with him. And our choices have consequences, it's reminding us, and Tom rushes and helps him out. And there we go, away mission done. And Paris and Kim level up. We return of her team to materializes behind her. What happened in a hooray? And now, see in the demo, Kim is the one that comes back, and Tom's the one that's left behind. He's going to talk about how it wasn't hours; it was just a few minutes. And there's Chakotay. And we're going to work together to solve this problem. Ah, there's Tuvok too. Chakotay's been recruited. Alright, time to get Torres and Kim back. Alright. So deck 5's first. This just tells us that that's how we supply energy to the room, so let's get this online. It's cost us 18 energy. Switch that on. And that gets us to engineering office. And we've got one crew. It takes 2 cycles, and we've got the delirium. Alright, 2 cycles. Alright, let's start scanning some stuff here. Alright, let's meet up here. Alright, okay, that's good. See what we got here. And we've got plenty of... Okay. Let's do this. Let's go grab the... from the debris field, because that's going to be done. Okay. Engineering office fully operational, Captain. Now additional work team to carry out 2 tasks. Now we can do 2 things at once. Okay, time for the mess hall and food. Okay, and this is going to describe us our morale, which is top left. It's losing 80. So we need to get some food going. Switch you on. So the main goal of this is we've been sent to the Delta Quadrant, and we've got to make it back to Earth, which is 70,000 light years away. And eventually, once we kind of get out of this tutorial phase, we'll have to trade, fight, survive, repair and upgrade the ship. You know, we'll add and lose crew along the way, and it's just trying to survive all the way till you get back to Earth without being destroyed. Alright, so let's get the mess hall up and going. It's going to take a crew in 3 cycles. Alright, and now we're going to start working on some crew quarters here. So let's clear that out. Alright. And I've got you, bud. This hall's done. Alright, hopefully we'll never have to change that back. Alright, keep exploring the system while repairs are in progress. Wait until the room is cleared. Alright, what do we got? We've got another crew. Can I clear out another room? I can and I will. Alright. Alright, now that we're going to do that, we'll put in some quarters. Crew. The only quarters we can do are emergency quarters, and that takes 2 spots, so we'll do that there. How many? 6 cycles? Okay. Alright, and we are being hailed by the caretaker. And I won't read everything, but I'll just go nice and slow so everyone can read it. Or if you need to, you can pause it. Alright, so we'll use 40 plus 30, 40 plus 30. Let's do that. Okay, you know what? Let's let Janeway go. Let's offer some help, even though he won't take it. Alright, so we get to hop star systems here. Alright, the sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system first and select a specific POI. So it's right up there, so I think what we'll do is let's pick this up first here real quick. 519, that's gonna, we'll lose some due to full storage, but that'll be fine. Alright. And we're off. team is done. Where are my quarters I built? Oh, down there. Alright. Well, let's do this. Let's get that out of the way. Let's scan what we got going on here. Ooh, good, some science. Alright, how are we here? Let's just go to the 5th planet. And we're gonna have some time to grab some stuff along the way anyway. Alright, enter ship. Let's see, that's done. We're gonna build another set of crews up here if we have the materials. 450 we do. 8 cycles. Oh, we can't do that one. Only 25 and 6. Let's get those going. Alright, let's continue. Alright, what do we got going on? Following the array's energy pulse, Voyager discovers a deserted planet, a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry, Kim, and Balana perhaps being held in this place? Let's find out. So what's special about this ugly rock? Let's do a general scan. It has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, except no oceans, no water. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Check the energy impulse. Alright. Alright, so the impulses are getting faster. Let's prepare our OA team. Alright. Hey, it's Neelix. There he is. Peculiar alien with mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor Maquis have ever seen such a species before, perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Yep, he's got it. Sounds as though you've heard the story before. Alright, he knows they've got our crew. And he's going to offer us to help. And we're going to offer him water and food. Alright, so let's go find some stuff until Neelix is done. Let's grab this down here. Alright, that room's ready. What am I at? That's still locked. There we go. Alright, well, let's... Alright, so we're full at 100. And we're going to be full here when we grab this too. So we'll just grab that. Alright. Alright, Neelix has had his tomato soup. And it's time to get to work. Let's try to get a little bit more information. I think it's going to be that they rely on water. Yep, water's a precious commodity. Not the liquid diplomacy I would like to hear about, but hey. Alright. So we're there, so let's grab this and then we'll worry about grabbing that science. Alright, some more emergency quarters are done, that's good. Let's go ahead and get this stuff cleared out as well. And both crews are working. Alright. Alright, I'll send out our away team and get to work. Neelix is a must. What do we got? We got Starfleet and we got phasers, so Chakotay covers that, but we'll need a little bit of science too. And the science is a little rough. But we'll go Chakotay, and then we'll go... We'll take Tuvok, even though I don't even think we'll use the science. Alright, we materialize in a small valley between dead volcanoes, the sun burning down on us and the sand whipping around. Fortunately, the picture doesn't match the people we sent, but that's alright. Captain, our tricorder's malfunctioning. How do we get our bearings? Alright. So we'll take this one because it looks like we get a 200 reward, even though I am maxed out. Let's see, what are we going to need next? We're going to need science, and we're weak on science anyway. Science and the wrench, huh? Oh, we'll go with this one. Alright. So that gets us... He navigates the team through the rock valley, eventually reaching a rocky ledge, gaining a better view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazan Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a sandstorm's coming. We need to find cover fast. We're in trouble because these are both awful. I would love to get the science. I mean, luckily there's no risk. But I think we'll just take that, see if we can get some more deuterium. But we're... Alright. That worked. Let's do this one in here and get that extra 100 for the rewards. Assuming we don't hit that little red spot there. Open hands, that's peaceful expression, opening vague good intentions. Everyone's cautious. They don't like Neelix. Alright. And Neelix has gone crazy and has grabbed a blaster now. And here we get some risk stuff. Alright. We'll definitely take... I mean, we're already full, that's the problem. But that's still going to be... We'll just go there. Our choice has consequences, alright? We'll see what that leads us to. Alright, everyone's leveled up. Slave food back on Voyager and surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued women kiss passionately. I think, what, Neelix is her name? Or, the hell's her name? I can't even remember now. Gosh darn it. It's been too long since I watched Voyager. Cass, damn it. I just couldn't remember. Now, of course, Janeway's pissed at him. talking about. Located the breach. And we know all this already, so let's just get going. Alright, time to fix some rooms here, but first we gotta wait for some teams to open up in 3 cycles, so let's go ahead while we're waiting for that and get over here and grab that science. I don't think, hopefully we're not full. Alright, emergency quarters are done. That gets that one. So let's repair sick bay. That takes 3 cycles. Alright. Alright, so we got 185 science. Another ruin room done. We'll leave that for right now, and we'll get the science laboratory up and going. And we're full there. Alright, sick bay and the laboratory are done. Alright, sick bay is self-explanatory, and we get to meet the doc. Alright, he'll do his best. We know that. Alright, let's get the science laboratory undone. Start researching the signal amplifier. Get that done. Alright, that's going to take 3 cycles. And we're pretty full on stuff here. We'll park here at this cloud here. We don't need it quite yet. Alright, tech tree's open. Now we need to get the workshop up and going. It'll take 3 cycles. And I've got a open team here. Let's go ahead and get some more crews going. That'll get us down to 2 homeless. Alright, let's get this going too before I forget. Alright, so all that stuff's up there, is done. We have a battery, plasma torch, which clearing ruined rooms gives us 25% more resources, which is, I think, where I'm going to go. Inspired workforce, high morale bonuses increased by 20%. And then crew quarters. That wouldn't be a bad one either. That one's already done. Experience, XP gains for... Ooh, that's a good one too. Anything with experience would be nice. And then combat, of course. Hull reinforcement 2 would be nice. Plus 50 morale after a win. I think I'm going to go to engineering and do the plasma torch since we have a lot of rooms we need to clear. Getting that 25% more resources. So that's 14. Alright, where are we at there? Let's go ahead and grab this. Fly rid of this one. We won't grab it yet though. Alright, workshop's done. Fix on the signal amplifier. That's going to take 3. Let's take those 3 and fly down here and grab this. Alright, we're down to 2 homeless. I'm going to wait on that till I can get that other thing, our tech stuff finished, and then we'll be our plasma torch done, and we'll get the 25% more resources. Alright, let's get down here and grab these. Alright, signal amplifier is done. Alright, so we can make our way back there, but let's grab this real quick. 39 will get us to 99. Alright, there we go. We've got 17 turns left before we run out of energy. Alright, let's send the away team. Alright, we have to take Kess. Let's see, we want Starfleet, we want security, and diplomacy. Well, we got Kess's medical, but we don't need medical. Alright, so let's figure this out here. I think Chakotay is always a good one. He's pretty rounded out. Oops, get off Chakotay. We want Chakotay. I think we gotta take Neelix. He's my highest engineering. Oh, this could be rough. The Kazan are waiting for us. Alright, that's so they must be emboldened because we retreated last time. That would just max us out, so we'll just do this one. Takes cover using rocket terrain to their advantage. They lost coordinated attack, surprising the Kazan with their disciplined tactics and well-aimed phaser fire. The Kazan are overwhelmed and are forced to retreat. Alright, so we're at the tunnel now. Ooh, we can pick up 10 science, so that'll be nice. We'll use Neelix, because he's our best bet. Alright. Small, so we locate a breach in the energy field. They can transport through, and now we're inside. Alright, what do we got next here? Got Chakotay for extra science. I'm not sure what that is, what that heart is. What do we got next? We got Starfleet and security. Let's do this one right now. Kess gets us that. We need to get out of here. Ah, well, we're full anyway. Let's just take that and get out of there. And then hopefully we can get out of here. Oh yeah. Neelix will get us. Alright, so we got ourselves back to Voyager. We didn't lose anybody. Injury free. And look at that. Alana and Kim are back home. I wonder if they'll change their clothes eventually. It's okay. This first part's a little slow because it's just rehashing the demo and kind of the whole pilot episode with the array and everything like that. So this is kind of hand-holding, and it's basically a tutorial, so we haven't got past that yet, but I'm excited to get past that part and watch myself crash and burn. so let's see. What do we know about that Kappa? Friendly and incredible and naive. And living underground for who knows how long. I guess the caretaker takes care of them. Alright. Tupac's got an idea. So caretaker destroyed their planet, and he's been taking care of them ever since, basically. I did that in the demo, and it won't let you. Yep, nope. This is exactly like the demo so far, and in the demo I did that, and it just it basically tells you that your choices have consequences. So at some point someone's probably gonna be pissed that you would make such a choice. But yeah, no, I tried it. Alright, everyone's going to get healthy again. Yay. There's quite a bit of dialogue. There you go, Tuvok. You got it. Caretaker's dying. Alright. Alright, let's get up there and get these done. Shields. Alright, that'll take 2. Do I got another crew? I do. Where's the phasers at? There they are. And let's get the phasers repaired. Alright. I think we got enough. Well, you know what? Let's grab what we got here. Let's grab this stuff right here. Plus that'll give us our 3 cycles. Alright, shield generator's done. Let's put actually in the mess hall, let's put Neelix in there. Alright, so our morale's starting to do pretty good. This is the phaser control. I think we'll put Tuvok in there. And then we just got to repair the torpedo launch bay. And that's going to take 3 cycles. I got 1 crew not doing anything. Is there anything else we should be messing around with? Stellar photography doesn't have a hero. Engineering does. I think, yeah, we'll put her in there, of course. What does science have? 16%, 18%. Harry Kim can go in the science lab. Let's see, let's put, of course, him in there. Alright, the engineering office doesn't need a hero. Those are quarters. Is the deflector in either here? What it does? Alright, I guess, well, you know what, we'll leave that one blank. Alright, so we got 3 before the torpedo bay is done. I should build one more set of quarters. How close am I to plasma torch being done? 4. Alright, we're still going to wait. Alright, that gets that done. That gets us maxed out there. Oops, wrong button. Let's skip a phase. There we go. And we've got some offense and defense. And now we're going to test it out against the Marquis and see what that brings. And we can use 3 heroes. Alright, so let's see here. What do we got here? I'll bring him. We'll bring him. We'll bring him. Alright. Now combat's a little weird and I didn't completely grasp it the first time, so this will be a learning curve for me. The Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically. Torpedoes are manually. That's the yep. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy.
What are your orders, Captain?
So we open the orders. Order your ship to try and attack or defend a side with either defensive or offensive movements. Fleeing requires enemy engines to be damaged, while surrendering costs resources. Then we can also repair. Proceed to offensive movement. Alright, so we've got offense, you got defensive. Initiate repairs, we're going offense. I think they want us to attack their shields, if I remember correctly. Yep, disable the shield generator.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
Alright, we're still on pause. L2 fires torpedoes, but the shield is still up, so we don't want to do that yet. Alright, evasive maneuver dodges enemy attacks for a limited time, granting a brief window of invulnerability. 26-second countdown. Alright.
Ability ready, Captain.
Alright, so
ability ready, Captain.
Ooh, look at that. Alright, so we're on the side with the shields. Let's see if our torpedo gets through those shields. Yep.
Captain.
There we go. Hey, we got our first trophy. All right. All right, so plasma torch is done. Let's enter the ship. I think next we'll go to combat. I think we'll go into hull reinforcement. What do we got? 173, 12 cycles, so we got plenty of science. And then let's start putting some crews to work. Alright, that gets us a lot more debris, so that's cool. Alright, that crew's done. What's it take to... Oh yeah, those are resources I have not come across yet, so... Do we want to... We'll just hold off for right now. just do that. Alright. Let's get... Oh, build an additional cargo bay. Can I even build a cargo bay? I'd hate to make a promise that I can't keep, but let's do it anyway. Oh, we can do a cargo bay. Takes 30, we got that. 4 cycles. Let's do that. And then up here we'll build quarters, and that should make it everyone have a house. Or a place to live, alright. Alright, cargo bay's built. Awesome. Each cargo bay can only store one type of resource. Of course. Ah. Alright. So what are we going to do? Well, we're not running out of these two. These are the two right now. I'd rather have more of that. So we'll go with that one. Alright. Alright, so now everyone's got a room. Let's grab this stuff here. Alright, let's head back to the array. Oh, good. Alright, so we got the hull. Our morale's actually doing pretty good, so I'm not too worried about that. What do we got for science field training? Gains us extra XP. Produces 50 food every 10 cycles by growing plants in non-soil medium. I'm thinking food. Morale's good right now, so we can hold off on our crew quarters. Let's do food. Alright. We'll get some as we leave here. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Alright guys, let's hop into this. Let's continue. And we have friends. Alright, we were expected. Yep, keeps, because we did that retreat, he keeps calling us cowards. Alright, we're gonna hop into some battle here. We'll keep our regular people.
What are your orders, Captain?
Can I defeat Jabon and his fleet? Can I target the other? There's my ships. Is there a way I can target who I attack? Yep, there it is right there. So let's go for the weaker one first.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Yep, we did got that.
Enemy is fled, Captain.
Alright, now we can work on you. Let's see, alright, there we go. Our shields are fine.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
There we go. All status still 56%. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help in combat. Only one ally may help at the same time. Okay. Unlock allies by fulfilling hidden objectives and researching certain texts. Once unlocked, they will be available for the rest of the game. Recruitment and upkeep cost resources. Okay. Oh, but our raider is still in good shape. I'll keep it close by. Alright. He still wants the array, but we're not going to let that happen. Slade, gotta let him go. Send us home. Oh, we're about to make her mad. Alright, as the caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form, Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the camp defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. Well, we'll stick to the TV show. And we will destroy the array. Let loose. And there we go. We are in the Delta Quadrant now. Balana's pissed. Chakotay gets it. I wonder if they'll change their clothes at some point. Alright, Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomenon, or if the navigational deflector is offline. The hull integrity reaches 0. We're done. Hull doesn't regenerate. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. Alright. Where's the engineering office at? It's going to take me a minute to learn these. Alright. Assigned to repair hull. Alright. So now we got the hull repairing. So let's fly to the... Okay, so we'll get there, but first we're going to finish off this sector. Because we need... That's 6 cycles away. Oh, then we're going to be cutting it close. Well, we got 6 cycles of fuel left. Alright, yes, I know. We're in the gray mode, that's alright. Alright, so let's see if we can't hit the mother load right off the bat. Alright, good. Alright, and that gets us some. And we're going to hit this. Which one's closer? Let's hit this one. Why is it out of order? Ooh, why are we only doing... Alright, why are we only doing that much? Where am I losing power at? Where am I losing power at? Where is the... Oh, there we go. Get us out of gray mode. Now that we have the... I got it now. Now we can turn you back on, because now we're at 120. Alright. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's done. Do we want to do that? What's crew? Inspired workforce. Crew quarters. Let's get crew quarters going. Stick to 570. That gets that. Promise done. What's the most we can hold? 500 in the cargo bay. So we can hold a little bit more. So let's grab one more as we leave the sector. Alright, well, that's enough for now. Alright, let's see what we got. Science, yes. Alright. We got 28 turns, so let's grab that science real quick. I don't think... Ooh, do we send a team down? Voyager detects traces at 247th, a major breakthrough for the Federation, and these could be viable. Well, let's roll the dice. Numerous bodies were discovered in various stages of decomp. Each was covered in fibrous membrane-like substance, creating a disturbing scene. Alright. Get out of that yellow. Ooh, morale took a hit. Alright. Oh shoot, I missed one. So let's take the easy stuff because I know we're full of storage. So what in here? Oh, more science. We're going back for the science. Alright, perform a scan. We'll just take the 30. Grab this. $300. Alright, that gets us there. Alright, let's go to the ask. Caretaker Zeb prevent Kazan from seizing control of this array. I was forced to destroy. 70,000 light years from home. Seems we're in this together, Commander. Alright, everyone's got to coexist to work together. Chakotay's the first officer now. 27 crew, which means we'll need more quarters. Of course, these two fools are going to want to stay. Okay, and Cass will do the sick bay stuff. Ah, there we go. She's in her Federation getup now. Alright, and this just says we've added more crew. Alright, everyone, listen up. We're going to deliver a speech. We'll overcome differences and unite as one. We'll chart new territories and seek solutions. And we'll adapt, overcome, and we'll reach home. Ah, and there's Chakotay sitting next to Janeway. I almost missed that. Very well. All right. Setting a course for home. So basically we just replayed the thing. Leaving the sector will cause all active missions to be canceled and all heroes currently marked as unavailable to be lost. Well, let's stay here for right now and see what the heck that even means. I don't think I have any that are considered unavailable, so... But I do want to grab this stuff before we take off. Alright, and we've got some combat stuff we can start. How much science do I have? 104. Improved phaser rate. High damage to shields, but low damage to hull. Okay, torpedoes. Rotate shields. Hull. Enhanced maneuvering thrusters. Increase rewards after one combat. Ooh. I think we'll just increase the hull. Alright, what was I going to do? We're going to grab this. So 346 there. Let's grab it from you. We're full on the other stuff. Let's just grab the 476. Alright. Now I guess we'll hop to the next sector, I think. We got science going. We've got 2 crews that we could have doing stuff. Let's clear out that. Well, it's going to be... I need to make another cargo room for that stuff too. Alright, off to the next sector we go.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. We have been in the Delta Quadrant for an estimated 4 weeks. The integration of Starfleet and former Maquis personnel is progressing. Our current trajectory of 70,000 light years to Federation space dictates a need for a long-term survival strategy. Due to the replicator's power consumption, the captain has concluded that we must transition to traditional nutrition and enlist the assistance of Mr. Neelix in locating alternative food sources. I have provided Mr. Neelix with a Starfleet Cadet's Guide to Shipboard Protocol, specifically highlighting regulations concerning discipline, resource management, and proper conduct. To date, I have observed no discernible alteration in his operational methodology or adherence to protocol. I will therefore continue to monitor his activities to ensure that his unconventional approach does not result in any culinary incidents.
All right. Well,
Personal log.
Tom got to
Lieutenant
say.
Tom Paris. Lieutenant, Flight Control Officer. Has a nice ring to it. Who'd have thought you only need to get yourself stranded 70,000 light years from home to actually climb the Starfleet ladder? Starfleet brass and Maquis rebels all crammed onto one ship? Found a good pal in Harry Kim. His nose is still glued to the How to Be a Model Ensign manuals, but he's got potential. My off-duty hours? I'd spend them on the holodeck if the damn thing wasn't fried. I'm honestly dying, bored. So, to keep from going completely off the rails, I've decided to start building a holo version of Chez Sandrine, my old bar hangout by the port in Marseille. Turns out, when Starfleet isn't supplying endless resources, you have to, conserve? And that, unfortunately, includes the food replicators as well. The captain wants us to find traditional food sources, and Neelix, our Delta Quadrant guide, is apparently the point man for that gourmet expedition. Sounds exciting. Neelix already puts our security chief through the logical ringer daily. Can't wait to see what kind of traditional delicacies he drags back when we actually let him forage for real food. I'll be sticking close to the replicators, just in case.
Alright, so it looks like this sector will start out on a hunt for food. Do you have any recommendations for edible plants? Plants, I guess. There's a lovely little L-class planet close by, less vegetation, abundant wildlife, and almost perfectly safe. You could accompany the way team and provide first-hand guidance. I'll second that, Lieutenant. Set a course. Now, if you excuse me, I have to announce our new chief engineer. Lieutenant Carey, you've kept engineering very smooth during these past few weeks. Thank you for that. I'm happy to serve, Captain. He's going to be mad here in a second, I think. And all right, so we have Alana, the chief engineer now, so we've got that part of the story done. Alright, so here we go. Oh wow, there's a lot going on in this one. Ooh, and what's that blue one? Alright, well, let's start with some... I still don't know what those hearts are. Ooh, okay. Where's that up on my screen there? We've only got 15 of those, so that'll be something we'll have to definitely take a look at. Ooh, what's that one? Huh, I don't see that one up there. Where is that one at? Okay, so we've got some resources here we can cook. Okay, so we're full there, we're full there. We'll just head right to the planet then. Okay, we reached our destination. Let's get our away team down there and see if we can't come back with some food. Alright, we were going to send Neelix. He's got good diplomacy, which we need. Alright. Alright, we need someone who's good with the Starfleet stuff. Chakotay would cover that. He would help with diplomacy. He could help with the that, and then science and medical would be her. Alright. Let's fire this off and see what this gets us. Captain, we have half the crew must be down here. How should we proceed? Harvest inconspicuous plants, analyze vegetation, locate food sources, scan the surroundings for food sources. Well, this one seems to give us the best reward, so we'll go with that one. This quickly identifies the delicious looking apples as poisonous and the strange roots as safe and nutritious. My team gathers a bountiful supply of food. So, okay. It's about the ship in orbit, Captain. Ensign Sika is missing and we can't locate her comm badge signal. Orders, Captain. Ooh, I'd rather have the science, but we don't have enough for that. If I use Chakotay, it should still be alright. Even if he's a little fatigued. Team discovers an abandoned berry bag near a cave. Promising signs Seska was here. Captain, we're hearing voices inside the cave. What do you want us to do? Alright, so what's next? Is we're going to need... It's science, so we'll probably need all three. So let's just run with him. They're armed Kazan. The away team calms them and lets them leave. Their purpose unknown. Seska is priority. And we're inside the cave, but no Seska yet. Oh, definitely taking this one. Need those rocks, whatever those are. Well, it did give me a... There we go. Thorough search pays off. Seska is found. She recounts a Kazan ambush while gathering mushrooms. And now we're under attack. Damn. I'd love to do that one. Love that delirium or whatever that is. That would be nice. And the rocks would be nice too. I think we'll just have to take this and go. Man, still couldn't get a critical. Tricorder decoy grants them team a chance to escape, and we're back on Voyager. We got food. Alright. Captain, the away team is back with Ensign Seska in quite a haul. Should we move it to the cargo bay? These food sources and their actual nutrition value. Simply having a lot doesn't solve our problem. Alright, so we've got 5 cycles for that. Research apple-like fruits. We're doing that right now. They want us to collect 1,500. Wow. Alright. Well, let's go down here and see what this is. Did I scan this? Nothing to reveal. I'm curious what that is. Alright. Half tempted to build another storage room. And get us 500 more. It's only 50? Man. We've got 38 homeless. Can do a standard fleet. For that would cost us 4. What do we got? Technology. What can we build here? Hydroponics bay. It's not producing 50 food every 10 cycles. That would cost us 4. And it would mean 4 people to work it. And we've got 50 working right now. Let's do that. Alright. We'll clear out that room. Space station that repairs starships. Okay. I think we're good. I think we've still got plenty of torpedoes. Another space station down here. Commander, fear the low routes are long term. We need to find other ways to stock our pantry. Suggestions. I'm doing that right now. Oh, the arrow shutter. Okay. Okay, to upgrade any room, select the room first, then select the upgrade. Seems pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, we don't have a team to work it right now, so we'll have to wait on that. But as soon as that's done, we'll definitely get that going. Alright, where did my marker go? There we are. Scan the station for leftover resources. Destroy part of the station where cargo might be. Alright, so we got 4. Okay, so hydroponic bay is done. That's done. Alright, let's get this improvement going. We're still okay there. And then let's get this guy going. Nope. What's main engineering left? Captain, the workhorse was never fully repaired after initial damage, bringing us to the Delta Quadrant. To meet our growing energy demands for travel and facility, we must upgrade to level 2. Resources maximum. Okay, yep. Okay, I guess we're upgrading to level 2. Unlocked by upgrading main engineering. Get us to 180. And it would take 36 instead of 24. Why isn't she in there? And why can't I upgrade that? Oh, I don't have the parts. Okay, I need the rocks. I need 5 of those. I've got the crystal thingies. Alright. Well, let's grab you. Get out of that orange. 3 crew got severely injured. Deflector offline? Why is our deflector offline? No, we don't want to do that one. Where's that arrow shuttle? There we go. Ooh, that's going to take the rocks. I don't... Ooh. That's upgrading. How many stars in this sector? There's 4, huh? Alright, well let's go ahead and do the arrow thing. Food is the most important thing right now, I think. And then we'll just have to make up those rocks later. And there's some rocks right there, actually. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Let's send an away team down here and see what's going on down here. Alright, so what do we need? Chakotay's almost always a go. After that, we need medical, so that's going to be Kess. And then some engineering stuff. I think we'll take Balana. Alright. Captain, we're inside a cave system and our tricorder is picking up strong dilithium signatures. What are your orders? Let's do that. Alright. Also begging a question, where does the signatures come from? What should we do? Alright, we're picking up a lot more of those rocks now. What do we got next? Medical and science, so we'll let the girls rest and we'll just run Chakotay. Alright, the team destroys force field in the door with a controlled explosion, revealing a constructed tunnel. They enter. Captain, we're standing in a kind of operating room and someone has acquired quite the collection of organs. No sign of anyone alive, that's nice. Alright. Next we're going to need security, which is Chakotay. Damn. I'm probably going to need Kess too. I don't want to give up these rewards. Come on, hit a critical. We've examined the organs. It seems they've been infected with a strange flesh-eating disease. Hooded figure rushes out holding a tricorder-like device. Captain, threat established. Orders. Alright, so we got a small... Well, you know what? Let's go for it. There we go. The team comes strange down, who hurriedly flees the scene, worried about further surprises. The team retreats to Voyager. So we've got a good haul of stuff there. Alright, Captain, the away team's returned. See, organ harvesting just isn't a... Also happens in the Delta Quadrant. Ooh. Let's chase. Ooh, inside the asteroid, huh? Let's scan it first. Alright, of course we can't see inside there, so we're going in. Mirror, mirror, Voyager plunges into the heart of the asteroid and encounters an unexpected sight. A vast chamber with mirrored walls creating endless reflections of alien starships and Voyagers. Lost in the sea of duplicates, the crew must act before they are ambushed. Hall of mirrors. Can we identify the real shift? We're still picking up their ion trail, but they could have left a fake one, so we fly straight into these walls. So we got a 75%. Let's let Todd do this. Ah! Alright, beam life forms on board based on approximate location. Fire a tractor beam in approximate direction. Okay. And we've got them. Oh, those are nice. Transport room. The captured aliens materialize, their bodies ravaged by rot. The crew exchange uneasy glances. What has caused the aliens' horrifying disfigurement? I'm Captain Janeway. I am Dareth, and this is Motor. We are the Vidian. Oh, can't even say that. What are you doing? What you do? Try to techno. We harvest from the dead, but time is running short. Here's the phage. You see, my people have been stricken by this disease for eons. It consumes our body, eats us up alive. The only way to fight is to gather organs and graft them. I'm a mortal pair in dire need of a lung, but this is not your problem, Captain. Let us go on. You'll never see us again. I think we can... Ah! Well, that's a bummer. Alright, so we failed that mission. Where are we at? Oh, let's go down here and get these rocks real quick. Alright, Aero Shuttle or... Alright, certain rooms like the mess hall benefit from special support. You can assign heroes to aid your crew and gain efficiency bonuses. An upgraded mess hall enables a new option to feed your crew. Instead of using emergency or premium rations, you can resort to fresh, normal rations. Cost her, but it needs fresh food instead. Okay. Alright, so, ooh, 33 a cycle. That's steep. Well, let's do that for right now, and then we'll switch when we have to. Alright, you are periodic receive trade offers when your Aero Shuttle Bay is active. Only one trade can be active at a time, and each takes a set amount of time to complete. You need to manually collect resources after the trade went through. Do I even have anyone? I thought she was in the health, or no. Oh, she's not. She's in... He's in there. I'll put her in there for right now. Put your code J in there. Alright. So how do we manage to make this run? Guess we gotta find some trade offers first. Periodically. Okay, there we go. So alright, let's go see if we can get these rocks. Alright, hull enforcement is done. What do we got? 149. Let's get more experience. Alright, we got enough to do that, but we want to... Let's up our Alright, so that's going to upgrade. We've got one more crew we can put to work. Is there anything we want to do? We still have 38 homeless. We've got 7 in sick bay. Is there something we can do with sick bay? Can't upgrade it. Alright, oh wow, we're way short on those. Alright, let's see if we can find any of those. Shelter has power but structure sound with sealed storage compartments. Blindly beam a team on board to force open the storage and retrieve all the contents. Let's just do the safe way. Grab 34 of those. Alright, what are we at here? 1275. Okay, there's some stuff up there. Let's go ahead and hit this and then we'll just swing around. Alright, engineering is up. Alright, we're still losing 17 morale, so I want to keep an eye on that. What's this room? Battery compartment. It won't let us do it. No life support. Alright. At some point I've got to open up some more rooms, I guess, huh? I need 70 of that. Okay. The inhabitants known as Sicarians are practical, rolling out the red carpet, inviting the crew to spend days relaxing on their world, promising a prime opportunity to boost morale and finally get some rest. Well, morale could use a little upkeep. Alright. And during shore leave, the crew discovers the Sicarians possess advanced space folding technology capable of sending Voyager over halfway to the Alpha Quadrant. This may be their best opportunity to return home. Let's spend points. Alright, modified trajectory matrix unlocked in the engineering tech tree. And it got us some morale. Let's take a peek at the tech tree and see where that's at. I imagine that's... Oh, nope, it's in science. No. Engineering, right? Where would it be? I think it'd be in crew. Maybe science. Well, I wish it kind of told us where it was at. Alright, well, we'll have to deal with that later. Let's go. We need a lot of that. Alright, let's leave that there. Man, 5 crew got severely injured. I gotta take it easy on those. I got 10 injured. Gotta start playing a little safe. Get out of there. Alright, so we're full there. Let's grab this. Says, Captain, we detect traces of metal on this planet's surface. There's an old structure nearby, and the decay suggests it's been abandoned for quite some time. We could salvage the structure. Well, I only got 7 in there already, so let's take what we can and get out of here. 120, I think that kind of fills us up anyway. Or 84. Alright. Yes, I know. Capacity, alright. What is that? Okay, that lets us build something now. Alright, 7 cycles for that. And then we need 70 more, which we'll get in the next sector. Oh yeah, look at all that. I don't think we can scan it though, nope. Let's head that way. Alright, field training's done, so we're going to get more there. High morale bonus. That'd be nice. Okay. Ooh, that'd be a nice one. Oh man. I needed them. Okay, so we need some supplies. Hopefully this one of food, your mess hall, and I'll give out emergency rations. That's fine. Oh. Deploy, how many do we got? You know what, we'll just leave it for now. Definitely need that. Ooh, there's some food. Alright, so we got some food in this sector. Alright. Let's get up here and try to get this stuff. Alright, that gets us 80. So I think I would need to... Oh, what do we got here? Nothing to reel? Okay. So I think I want to open up another... life support. 8 cycles, okay. Crew quarters. I guess it's down to 28 homeless. I think we can go premium. That's the bridge want. Captain, several decks remain inaccessible because their life support systems are high. We must need to restore life support to one of those damaged decks. Once repaired, we can safely unlock and utilize the entire deck. Yep, I'm working on it. I am working on it. Alright. How many do I got? I still got 7 in sick bay. Ooh, how do I see the new trade offer? Alright, 500 for 50 science. Man. I don't think I got much choice though. We'll take it. Alright, so I got 66 of those. So we'll go over if we get us. Get out of that orange. Damn. Didn't get nothing. Let's pick up some food. Hopefully. Get out of the orange. There we go. Alright. Alright. Alright, Captain, we're picking up the stress call on screen. Hey! Anyone can hear this message? Has lost control of bridge. Ship is falling apart. Help now. We know it may be a trap. Functioning patterns might indicate a reactor breakdown on board. Alright, well, let's go investigate, I guess. Where are they at? All the way over there, huh? Before we go over there, we're going to grab this stuff, hopefully. Damn. Alright, good. So we're full there. Oh, good. Okay, we're still at 100, so let's go figure out that ship. Trade offer received. Captain, we reached our destination. Let's send that away team over. Alright, what do we need here? Surprisingly, we don't need... Let's take Bolana in case something needs to be fixed. Kess for the medical. I don't know what the Federation badge one means, but... Trying to think. I don't need his security though, that's the problem. I don't need his security either. Let's go with that. The inside of the Raider ship shows signs of massive explosion, no signs of the crew orders. Scan for signs of life of the crew. Alright, we've got 10 rocks and 10 science. What happened here? Let's take a... get out of that red. There's no signs of conventional weapons or chemics. There's coordination within the ship. Any suggestions how to find the origin of the explosion? Critical? Damn. I show sign of massive pre-explosion energy surge originated in a radiated area behind a force field. And Captain, there's a strange console inside the force field. It could be the origin of the explosion, but the radiation surveys are getting closer. How should we proceed? I guess the thing is do we want more science or do we want the lovey-dovey stuff there? We don't got enough for the lovey-dovey stuff, so I think we're gonna... Or I mean the 25 science. We'll go there. And a critical, awesome. Alright. To install Federation technology, and I'm not sure why. Can't we transport it out to examine? Not with those levels of nuclear radiation. Okay. Now does that mean it's going to cost me those 10, or I'm going to get those 10? Or build an expander. One's quicker and riskier, the other's safer but more resource intensive. Ah, I got it. Well, let's do that one. I don't only want to spend 10. Oh, we've got a trader. Oh. He's still trying to vie for a job. Alright. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Let's make her go. "75% chance. Use the Vidilian surgical device to replace." Oh, we don't have that. Ah, we won. Craft a subspace bubble generator in the workshop. Who's working the workshop anyway? That's phaser control. That's crew quarters. It's pretty cool. You can zone in on here pretty good. There's the hydroponics quarters. There's the mess hall. Yeah, there's Neelix cooking. Alright, let's find what we're looking for. I need to upgrade these, I think, too. When I get the chance. Man, 20 of the rocks. That might be a bit steep. Alright, engineering office. Where is that room at? That's engineering. That's torpedoes. Where is the workshop at? Engineering office, main engineering, workshop, there it is. Alright, it's going to cost us 10 and 4 cycles, so we'll go with that. So we'll get that built. And I think I'm going to call that there, guys. That's 2 hours worth. We're knee deep into it, and we'll definitely keep going. I mean, this is only Sector 2. I think they said there's 12 or 14 of them. So we've got quite a few hours to go in this. But yeah, here we are. We're in it. We're hunting for food and doing Star Trek things. So it's pretty fun so far. A lot of dialogue in the beginning, but I think once you get through that first kind of tutorial thing, it kind of opens up and picks up the pace a little bit. Voice acting would be great, but you know that's expensive and and stuff like that. And I'm sure they've got costs they got to manage. So that would be awesome. I can completely get why maybe it's not something that they could do for all the characters. So, but hey, I'm having fun, and we're going to take this to the end, or until I die, and then we'll start over, and then we'll take it to the end again. So, alrighty guys, well if you're still here, like to the video, subscribe to the channel would be absolutely awesome and fantastic and greatly appreciated, and never goes unnoticed by me for sure. And I definitely hope to see you in the next one. Alright everyone, take care.